Hello, Seiiti Arata. So here in our channel we have a few videos about New Year's resolutions, and today I have a few practical tips for you that you can put together and have a very good new year. So grab your notebook and pen to make some notes, because this video is going to be a step-by-step video, very practical. First, reflect on the past. This is the most difficult stage of all because it requires you to find some moment of silence to reflect on your life. It is a process of introspection. It is a moment of self-knowledge. And this is the first stage that is going to lead to the pathway that you will travel down through the new year. A good choice will lead you to a good path, and a lesser quality choice will lead you to some undesirable direction. So choose with care. For the process of reflection, we're going to do like Janus, who in the Roman mythology had two faces. One face looking towards the future and the other face looking towards the past. The name of the month January comes as a homage to Janus, and you can always make use of the month of January as a moment of reflection about your past and your future, but you don't need necessarily to rely on January. You can do it on February or any other moment that you really want. So let's begin by looking towards the past. Some tips for you. Think about how the past years have been for you. What was missing in your life? What knowledge did you feel that you're missing? Which aspects brought you more gratitude? Which skills did you notice that you missed? What lessons did you learn so far? All right, number 2, look forward. Now, ask yourself about which path is the one that you want to go down. What is most important to you? What do you value? What would you like to see happening more often? What would you like to see happening less frequently? What kind of person do you want to become? What is your main objective in life? Which people do you admire? How can you contribute to the people around you in a positive manner? What brings you happiness? What inspires you? Now, realize what is missing and what needs to be changed. Now that you have a good perspective about the past, how things have been going so far, and the New Year's resolution, like what you want to implement, you can create a general plan. And your general plan should be able to have replies to questions like, what new habits do I need to implement? What habits do I need to modify or abandon? Which people could end up sabotaging my plans? Which skills do I need to develop? What limiting beliefs are impairing my progress? What kind of abuse I no longer want to tolerate? Now, let me tell you about the donkey who didn't know how to choose. I'll tell you a story, and maybe you already know, but even so, it is worth hearing again. There was once a donkey who was starving and was extremely thirsty. He was traveling around the desert for many days with nothing to eat or drink. So, finally, due to some stroke of luck, he came across a bucket of fresh water and on the other side a pile of delicious grass to eat. And he didn't know how to make the choice. If he would eat, maybe he would get thirsty. And maybe if he would drink, he would still be hungry. So his head was looking from left to right and left to right, and he just could not choose between the grass or the water. So time continued to pass, and he died of hunger and thirst. So what the donkey didn't notice was the dimension of time. He could perfectly have eaten and then drank a little, or drank a little and then eat a little bit. So he could go a little bit one side and then satiate the other desire. In our life, we act out of very similar behavior. We think that it's necessary to be chasing after multiple objectives at the same time, and that's just not possible. If, on the one hand, it is commendable for many of us to have large aspirations, just don't let this end up paralyzing you. Live your life knowing that you have a long life ahead. Time is in your favor. You can choose a New Year's resolution today, and as you progress, you will be able to, a few weeks from now, a few months from now, or maybe even a few years from now, do priority to pursue other objectives as well. Just don't become paralyzed. You need to act for things to happen. Time is extremely valuable as a teacher to us. Learn the lessons it has to offer in relation to your past experiences and allow the future to bring you inspiration to develop the view of where you want to get to. Keep calm knowing that you can make excellent choices ahead, providing that you implement actions that can be fruitful. And if you're watching this video, I imagine that you value your ability, your intelligence for great achievements. And for you, I have a very special course that will cover in an extremely quick and practical way what you need to have to equip yourself to meet the goals and build your visualized future. This is the Better New Year program, and you can register now by going to the link arata.se/Better New Year.